I have a love-hate relationship with Miami. I've had some history down here fishing, and I know how incredible it is, but I come from a small town, and the contrast from the small town going into a metropolis like Miami is pretty much overwhelming, especially not being used to the traffic, the amount of people. Even the cultural diversity is a shock to somebody that has not experienced it much. There's noises, cars, trucks going by, trains going by, airplanes continually overhead. There's people everywhere, constant overstimulation. And then, right on the footsteps of this, you have Biscayne Bay in such stark contrast. Captain Joe Gonzalez, Miami native, born, raised here, full-time fishing guide, great reputation in the industry. And once you meet him, you just see he's just a super likable guy, easy to get along with. And I know that it's going to be a pleasant experience hanging out with him.
You know, growing up here in Miami as a child, I had a great childhood. And I remember I grew up in the outdoors and spent a lot of time during my childhood and teenage years in Key Largo and the Isla Mirada area. We'd spend the summers there, and my father would commute back and forth to Miami, and he'd let me stay there with my mom and my brothers and I, and he would not let me go offshore, so he kept me fishing inshore, and that's how I took a passion for fishing in the inshore waters. So many a times prior to going to school, when I was going to high school, I'd get up really early in the morning if the tides were right and go out and fish in the backyard for snook and ladyfish and tarpon.
Wow, what a cool backdrop. It's so insane. You get out there and you realize how big this body of water is. I mean, it's peppered with small islands that border the Atlantic Ocean, and then you have the mainland. And through all of this is you have these vast grass flats that hold a variety of fish. The area is a giant nursery for not only the predator fish, but the small prey, the bait fish, the shrimp. I mean, this area is known for its shrimp runs. Certain times of the year, you get these massive floods of shrimp that come out of Biscayne Bay, and that's why these, bonefish, tarpon, and permit are here. There's an incredible amount of bait fish for them to eat, but you have those crustaceans as well. You have crabs and shrimp, and it's one of the few destinations that you can travel to, especially in the United States, where you can target bonefish, permit, and tarpon in a single day. Oh, you just rolled right there. Okay, let's
get in on the other side. Just kind of come through here nice and easy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh yeah, well, here's a whole bunch. Yep, we are marking them. These bridges are just giant holding spots for these big tarpon that are just waiting for the bait to funnel out of Biscayne Bay.
It's 1 through 12. Okay. It's 1 through 12. When I was growing up, Miami was a small city, and primarily people came to retire here. Miami Beach was nothing but a retirement place for older people. And what Miami has turned into now is people coming in from all over the world, and Miami now has everything. Miami has culture, it has the arts, it has the highways, it has the beaches, it has the restaurants. So there's all types of possibilities and things to do in Miami, where in the past it wasn't that type of a city.
Got bit.
Good, stay with him, stay with him. Watch out, guys, coming through, boys. Stay with him, nice and easy. Did he come out?
He's good.
Good.
He's coming out.
Nice and easy, just walk the dog.
Nice. Having these tarpon hold up on the bridges is a blessing and a curse. You gotta imagine one of the most powerful fish around heavy structure. And I think they've learned to use that bridge to their advantage. It seems like every time you hook one, he knows exactly where he's gonna go, and it's around a piling. You want me to go that way?
Yeah, nice and easy. Let's walk him through there. Let's make sure we clear it. Just nice and easy, George. Once he clears it, easy.
Nope.
Okay, hold on.
These Miami tarpon, I think, are born and raised here. And the ones that live on the bridge here know the bridge. And when you're trying to prepare a tackle list for these guys, you need a stout rod, you need heavy line, heavy fluoro, 2X hooks, but also you need mask and fins.
What I noticed with George, he has no juju. I fish with people that are lucky, and no matter what you do or how you do it, things fall in place. With George, the guy has no juju at all. Nothing. I mean, everything that could have gone wrong, went wrong. Meet you on the other side, Bubba. Okay, I'm in neutral. I think down and right. Where's he at? Where's he at? Where's he at? Is he out, buddy? Is he out in the open? Okay, you want the swim platform?
No hesitation to jump right in the water. Keep constant pressure on them, but just enough. You don't want to overdo it, break them off on a piling. Just enough pressure, but not too much. Clear all that structure, get back in the boat, and reestablish the fight.
No, 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 no! That's a first for me. I've never had anyone do that. I have Bridge Ninja, but that was Bridge Scuba without the scuba tank.
Pull the hook.
Oh my goodness, I can't believe we had him on and you had to go through all that effort. We had him loose for all that time for that to happen.
Tarpon fishing can be so heartbreaking. Even in the best situations, the best circumstances where everything goes right, your landing ratio, can be low. That's what makes them such a great species of target. Is they're so tough to land. And then you throw in another variable like a bridge, and it just compounds it. It makes it that much more difficult.
George, what I did was, and no one knows about this, but there's a lady called Dalia who does Cuban voodoo. It's called Santeria. And they have different levels of Santeria. Perhaps that might help him. But it seems to me like he needs some kind of cure. And he's in the right place for Santeria.
Trocar makes the sharpest hook in the industry. It's surgically sharpened, cold forged, high carbon steel, and what that means is deeper, easier hook penetration, and a hook that's going to stay true and never bend. We invest a lot of time and money to find the fish, and once you get that bite, the last thing you want is your hook to fail. Trocar is a hook that I know I can count on. When I'm guiding clients on the water, they depend on me. And I need a hook that I can rely on, and one that's going to get the job done, and Trocar is that hook. I have two favorites from Trocar. My first, the TK4 non-offset circle hook. This is a great hook for offshore when you're sail fishing. Also inshore tarpon fishing, you definitely want to be using a circle hook, and this is the one that I choose. My other favorite is the TK7 live bait hook. This is a really strong live bait hook. I can depend on this. Heavy structure area, this is a strong hook that's not going to straighten out. So the next time you're in your local tackle shop, make sure you ask for Trocar.
Biscayne Bay is kind of a well-kept secret for the most part. or it was for many years. Many know about it today, but it was for many years. And the fishing here was spectacular. Not that it's not good anymore, but it was kind of a well-kept secret. We have great bone fishing in the wintertime here, unlike many other destinations.
I've caught 1 or 2 bonefish my whole life, and it was right down here. It was right in one of the cuts. I think it was at the mouth of Bear Cut, but I've never caught one out on the flats. I've never been out there to see them, you know, cruising along. But this is the kind of place that you can come to, and you can actually target these with fly. It's one of those places that you come, and it's a traditional skiff type of fishery. You have the captains that are pulling you along. It's a great opportunity for sight fishing, whether you're spin fishing or fly fishing.
We're looking for bonefish or little tarpon. Usually find schools of small fish in here. Let's see if we can find them. If we see bonefish, you pitch, get it out in front of it, and let it sit. If there's tarpon, let me give you a little split. If there's tarpon, I'll have you pitch it out in front of it, and you're gonna kind of reel it in, trying to intercept them, okay?
We find them right along the shore here?
Mm-hmm.
And bonefish are known as the gray ghosts of the flats. I spend all my time on the water, and I feel like I do a pretty good job of being able to look into the water and see a fish. But again, this is new. If you don't know what to pick out, if you don't know what to look for, it can be extremely difficult to spot these fish. Talking to Joe, he's saying, look for a jade color shape. And I'm asking myself, what does that mean? What does jade color shape mean? And until you see it, until you see a couple schools go by and actually can pick that out yourself, you don't even know what you're looking for. So it takes some time, it takes experience, and Joe has spent many years down here. He knows exactly how to find these fish.
Little bonefish, let it down, George. Just let it down. Let it down, they're gonna pick you up. Just let it down. Did you see them all? Bunch of them, little guys. Let it sit, they're still right near you. Oh, he came off? No, still have him. Little bonefish. Stop, George. Isn't this them right there, that dark? You should be right in them, dude.
I think I got weed all on my line.
Okay, check it. Check it then. Check it and bring it back up. Little bonefish. Keep your eyes open. Just a bunch of them sliding. I mean, they were all balled up. Should have been you, George, not me.
I'm glad you got one. I don't care who catches it.
You know what we can do, George, is kind of back up if you want, so we don't booger this area
I
up
power
here.
pole, we're not going anywhere.
Okay, good, good. All right, I'm gonna back up. I'm gonna go to the back. It's a bunch of little guys up there, dude. We went right by them. They were just outside of us.
Good eyes, though. I didn't see anything.
Big ball of them.
That's a pretty little fish right there.
Let me go forward, let me go forward. Trolling motor, trolling motor. Whoa, man, power pole.
That thing's all over the place, Joe.
Well, that's what happens with when you get them close to the boat. That's why you got to stay with them. George, will you do me the honors of landing this fish?
Yes, sir.
Did a little better than I thought. I thought it was a little dink. That's not a little dink. We'll take them.
How many pounds is that?
I don't know, 3 pounds?
That's a pretty fish. We put solid 10, 12-hour days in, and Joe had obligations in the evening. I know what this fishery can be like at night, and I couldn't leave it. I was scheduled to leave, and I could not leave it. I had bait in the well. I had some issues with some, battery lives on cameras and battery lives on trolling motor batteries and everything else, but you start to think, you start to brainstorm, how am I gonna make this happen? How can I catch one of these fish? And I was gonna do just about anything to make it happen. I'm not leaving Miami without a Silver King. Well, I may leave Miami, but I'm giving it one more try. I can't go without trying again. I still have a little energy left in me. The batteries are charged. I'm charged back up, so I'm gonna rally. Rally for one more inning. Big fish. Oh yeah, big one. That bridge is scary. That bridge is Jurassic Park. You have no idea what's down there. There's everything from the smallest shrimp to the biggest bull shark and everything in between. It's a giant ecosystem, and it's incredible to witness, especially when it gets active. These bridges have been my nemesis for 2 days. 2 days. I couldn't leave Miami without getting some kind of revenge. There he is. This is the addiction. This is, you do stupid things. I mean, you get so focused singularly on accomplishing your goal of landing one of these tarpon that we're gonna make it happen. No matter what it took, we weren't gonna leave Miami without a Silver King. Oh yeah! Oh, there he goes, guys. He said call it at 10:30. It's 10:28. It's been a good night. Thank you, Miami. Thank you.
George, tell me something. Dime algo. Did you go see Dahlia that afternoon when I gave you her name? Because the tarpon bite got on for you, man.
These fish make you do crazy, stupid things. My pride was hurt, and everything changed. The itinerary changed. You know, you dip into the savings, you go that extra mile, but we were going to do all it took to try to land one of these fish. Whether you like big cities or not, you have to admit it's beautiful. The skyline as the backdrop, fishing on the bridge is just an incredible sight to see. You just have to appreciate this place for what it is.
So you ready for some Cuban coffee?
I don't know if my heart's ready. Is it strong?
Yeah, it is. See, that's a colada. That's the whole thing. Go. Okay, so we came in rush hour. He was very receptive to the whole Little Havana area and learning about the culture in Miami and the Cuban culture, and I thought that was pretty neat of him.
There's so much going on in Miami. Unless you were to spend years down there, you wouldn't take it all in. There's so many different cultures and subcultures and so many different activities and so many different places to experience that Miami is one of those places that you can get out of the country without a passport. Miami's the most populated. Ready? Ready? Use what you will. Talk amongst yourself. Here's the topic. Huh? Hi, everybody. We're gonna say hi. We're gonna say hi.